Hello friends, this video on Wave Optics Part 18 is brought to you by examfear.com. No more fear from exam. Please make sure that you have watched all the videos till Part 17 before going ahead with Part 18. Now that we have spoken about interference, let us talk about something called sustained interference. What is sustained? Sustained means something which exists for a longer period of time. Now, when I say sustained interference, I mean that the positions of maxima and minima of light intensity remain fixed throughout the screen. That means the intensity of the light does not fall on the two ends. The intensity remains the same throughout the screen. From top to bottom, the intensity will be the same. That is known as sustained interference. That means the phenomenon of interference is permanent. So it is also sometimes referred to as permanent interference. It is not that the phenomenon is fading away as it moves away from the central fringe. It is not like that. So if you want to have a sustained interference, there are certain conditions which are to be followed. The first one is that the sources should be coherent, because if the sources are not coherent, you will not even have proper distinct bright and dark bands, because the wavelengths of the light coming in will be all different. They will be in different phases at different instants of time. So you will not be able to get proper constructive and destructive interference at fixed points. The second is sources should be very close to each other, because if the sources are very close to each other, then your small d is very small. As a result, you can make the approximations which we have made there. I mean, if the two slits are very nearby, the waves which are coming out of them, they can interfere properly. For example, let us suppose if these are the two sources in one scenario, and if these are the two sources in another scenario. So in this scenario, what happens? This is how the wave fronts will come up, and this is how the interference will take place, right? But in this case, what will happen? This is how the wave fronts will start coming out. So for a long time, there will be no interference at all, right? So for better interference or for sustained interference, it is always better that the two sources are placed nearby. Sources should be point sources. If the sources are point sources, then the wave fronts which are formed, they are more neat and they are more proper, because what happens is, if instead of point sources, as I mentioned in the previous slide, if they are slits, if they are bigger slits, in that case the intensity is more, it says. That is fine, but the distinctness will be less, because in that case light is entering from a broad region. So the phenomenon of interference will reduce. The distinction between bright and dark bands will reduce. But if it is a point source, you can very clearly observe the crests and troughs, and the interference will also be better. Amplitudes from the two sources should be equal, because if the amplitudes again is not equal, in that case the resultant intensity which will form on the screen, that will also vary. Because intensity at the end of the day depends on the square of amplitude. So if the amplitude keeps increasing and decreasing here and there on the screen, the intensity will also not remain fixed, right? So if you want that all the maxima should have a fixed intensity and all the minima should have a fixed intensity, in that case you should make sure that the sources are coherent, they are very close to each other, they are point sources, and their amplitudes are equal. Right? So that was all about interference. Let us solve some problems now. Thank you. Please visit examfear.com to watch free educational videos, try free online tests, get the best quality study materials, study from the best tutors and mentors, and much more. Thank you once again.